So we all know about sexual behaviors and sexual response. But I would like to begin with a simple scenario here before we proceed. And someone would tell me what is happening in such a scenario that is projected there. What do you see there? Yes, Sylvie? You're just looking at a boy and a girl. Are we all seeing a boy and a girl there? But they have been put in an X sign. What does that mean? Yes, Ellen? It means that something is wrong. Could there be anything wrong there? What is it that could be wrong or correct? That's what she thinks. And that's a very good answer. Isaac?
A boy is talking to a schoolgirl with bad intentions.
A boy, that's what you're reading or that's what you thought? That a boy is talking to a schoolgirl with bad intentions. Are there any bad intentions we know about when such moments come in? For instance, right now we are seated in the same class. And I see David is seated with Janice. This is a boy and this is a girl. So does it mean they shouldn't sit together? No. So what do you think could be the bad intentions? Or do you even experience them here in school? Have you ever seen this happen in your normal life, in school or outside the school, irrespective of whether you've seen it there or not? So when this happens, what do you think are the bad intentions that are intended to? Does it mean that every other time a boy is with a girl, those are sounding to be bad intentions? Are we saying we should not study together in the same class because coming close together of different sexes means there could be bad intentions at the end of the day? Uh-huh. Yes, Janice? Bad touches. What are these bad touches? So are there good touches and bad touches? Yes. Uh-huh. Who can tell us they are here? Maybe you have ever experienced a good or a bad touch. What do you think this could be? Touching on the breasts. Yeah, last time we discussed some of the female and genital reproductive organs in both males and females. So we know that probably breasts could be the reproduct and their parts or the organs of the body responsible for reproduction. So at this time, probably someone has not prepared for any reproduction. And we said that this comes in most of the time at the level of puberty. So what happens at the level of puberty? Glorious. What causes that? Adolescence. So that's what we call puberty. Sexual maturation. That at one age where we saw the age of years, 10, 11, and so on, both boys and girls will experience a move within them, emotional, and maybe others are physical, which are called secondary sexual characteristics. And at the end of the day, we can have them having the urge, what you can call the arousal, to move for something, which might result into those bad touches. So they don't force them to do it. They don't force themselves to do it. But at the end of the day, you feel, have you ever experienced this in your own life? That you feel you need, you feel you have drive, what you call sex to drive. Has there anyone who has ever experienced this? Probably we have never, or we have ever, but let's look here. We know that sex happens. And in fact, when sex is happening, there must be male and female sexual responses. We cannot run away from this. We cannot run away from sex. Because we are all products of what? Of sex. I think apart from Jesus, you believe that he was not conceived by fertilization, but all of us humans, we are results of what? Of sex. So for sex to occur, there must be a response, and there must be what is forcing us. And that is what you can call male and female sexual responses. Why is it that these bad touches are taking place between a boy and a girl? Why is it that when it's a girl and a girl, we don't consider them bad touches? And why is it that when it is a boy and a boy, we don't see bad touches? But where we see the two, the difference in sex, we see bad touches. What do we call them that? There is what we call a stimulus. Hence, we can get out of this what we call stimulation. Stimulation. The word stimulation is an English word coming from stimulus. So a stimulus is any change in the environment which must cause someone to think or go towards those bad touches as we have seen, or participate in what we call a sexual activity, what we call sexual intercourse. So before we have sexual intercourse, there must be stimulation. And this stimulation is caused by a stimulus, changes in the environment. For instance, looking at someone. You are a boy and you are looking at a girl. Probably you look at how she looks like. Probably she looks beautiful in your arms. That becomes a stimulation. All that is controlled by the brain. In other words, without the brain, you will not have these things happen. And when this happens, we are heading for sexual intercourse. So for today, I would like to discuss the 3 stages or 4 stages of sexual response and intercourse. The sexual activity must take place when the 2 individuals have attracted one another. That is what we have called excitement. Where there is no attraction, where there is no excitement, we cannot experience any sexual activity. There must be attraction from both individuals. When they have attracted to one another, then they take the next step, which will be now the stage of what? Of the plateau phase. Muscles must contract and sexual intercourse begins. During the process of sexual intercourse, it must come to an end. That will be the process of what? Of orgasm. And when orgasm has been attained, the body goes back to the resolution phase, which is the last phase, and that is termed as the resolution phase. The body returns to normal breathing rate, normal heart rate, and normal blood pressure. When that one has been attained, then that is what we call the sexual cycle. So the sexual cycle is made up of the 4. Any question? Because we are done for this. And I believe all of us now know how the cycle begins. Any question? No question. And then you are answered. So that brings us to the end of today's lesson, the sexual cycle, with all the 4 stages.